Hi everybody, welcome back and happy Chinese New Year to everyone who is celebrating. I am wearing red for the festivities. I think by the time this video goes up, it will be Chinese New Year. I have already received my first ang pao. I know, I am so old, but I still get ang paos. You know, I get ang paos from some wonderful gym members. I get ang pao for my family, of course. And it's not about the money, okay? It's about the luck. Every time they give me an ang pao, I'm like, yes! Wish me luck for my knee because my knee is like not so good. But anyway, that's not for today. Today we're gonna talk about a few bags that have been on my mind. They are not bags that are on my wish list, just things that I've been like, should I buy it? Should it be in my wish list? So I just wanted to share them with you and, you know, just voice out some of my concerns about these bags. If any of you have these bags, just comment in this comment section down below and tell me you are so right, or tell me don't worry about it. The first one is the LV on the go tote. When this bag first came out, I really liked it. I felt like it's LV's take on the Chanel de Ville tote because I like the Chanel de Ville tote. It comes with the longer strap and the handles, and I find that to be a very useful feature. So when LV came out with the on the go tote, I was like, yes, that's it. But my main concerns are two things. Number one, it doesn't really have much of a structure. It is quite a big bag, so with bigger bags, you tend to put a lot more things. So I feel like it might look like the Speedy, you know what I mean? Like if you don't have maybe an organizer for it, which you probably need a pretty big organizer, it will kind of be misshapen and it won't have that squarish shape, which makes it very beautiful. So I feel like the shape might not look like what you see on pictures. The other thing is the strap. Now, the longer strap, I watched Shay Whitney's video. Her comment was that she actually liked the longer strap. And to me, the longer strap doesn't seem like it suits the bag. You know when you have something that's really long and dangling on your shoulder, long and thin, okay, long and thin that's dangling on your shoulder, it tends to make the bag feel heavier. You know what I mean? Like it just drags the bag down. Like gravity is really pulling on these two thin straps. Having that longer strap, I really don't know how useful it is. I feel like most people will use the strap like only if they desperately need like their hands to be free, but otherwise I think you'll be carrying it top handle most of the time. So I don't know how useful those straps would be and whether you'll get like whether it's just way too long, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the first bag. Continuing with the totes, the second bag is the Dior book tote. Are you turning into a tote girl? No, not really. It's just that I do like these bags. They are very beautiful. Now when the book tote first came out, I thought it was way too big, and a lot of people also said it is very big. I have seen the bag in real life and women carrying it. Some girls like really tiny and the bag's like yay big. So I think the big is too big. But last year, I think late last year, they came out with one size down and I thought, yes, that's a beautiful size. I watched another YouTuber, I can't remember, something Connolly, and she got the smaller size and I thought that was such a cute size. That is much better in terms of the look, you know, it just looks aesthetically more pleasing, it doesn't look overwhelming, and I felt like that is the book tote. If I were to get one, that is the one. So here are my concerns, and I have two again. Firstly, it's canvas, it's cloth. And one of the reasons why I sold my Dior Montaigne bag is because of that. I had the one which is the cloth material, and me and stains, curry, soya sauce, wasabi sauce, they just come to me, okay? I don't eat it, it just comes flying at me. With canvas, I know I'll get it stained and I don't know how to protect it, so that's one major concern. And then you might say get it in leather, but that just defeats the purpose because it's just so stunning in the canvas. There's so many types of weavings and materials and designs, and they're all cloth. The second concern I have is also the structure. So unlike the LV on the go bag, I do find that canvas seems to, LV's canvas seems to hold the shape a little bit better, but with cloth, once it's stretched, I think you will really see it lose its shape. I don't know, I haven't seen any book totes that are on the resale market yet. Well, I haven't really hunted them down, but let me know, in the comment section down below if any of you have the book tote and you've been like shoving it with real books and just like lots and lots of stuff. How has it been holding up? Like, has it lost its, boxy shape? I think that is really important for that bag because that is how it's supposed to look. Okay, the third bag is a little bit controversial. Some people really like it, some people don't like it, and they say it's like a trendy bag. But I'm okay with it. I'm not like, oh, I don't like it at all. But yeah, let me just tell you what it is. It is the LV multi pochette. It is definitely an influencer bag, but I do feel like it has its use. Now, my essay actually asked me whether I wanted or I was interested in this bag like many moons ago, and I was like, what? No. I didn't see, I couldn't see beyond just 3 pouches. But the more I look at it, and I thought, okay, it can be kind of handy. It's kind of like cargo pants, but in the form of a bag, you know what I mean? Like lots of pockets everywhere, so you've got like pockets everywhere and you're just putting things and finding stuff. So I do like it, okay, I do like it. And Instagram friend was like, you need it, it's the best. And I'm like, no, I'm telling her like, I don't know, you're making me want it. I think it is useful, and I used to have the the pochette accessoire. My problem with the pochette accessoire is that the strap that came with was a little bit too short, so I got a longer chain. And I did find that I didn't have enough space in the pochette accessoire on its own. So I feel like adding that little smaller one, and then now you have a coin purse, just makes it a little bit more functional as a whole, okay? Then you can obviously strip it apart and use it separately. So I don't know, I'm still undecided, but I do like the concept. Okay, so here are my concerns. Firstly, like I said earlier, it's like cargo pants. You put something on your right side, you forget it, and you sit on your left side, and you're like constantly looking for it. So I'm wondering whether you have that problem. If any of you have this bag, like you put it in the smaller pouch and you're like, oh wait, it's not the small, it's the bigger pouch. Oh wait, it's not the bigger pouch, it's in the coin pouch. So you are constantly looking for certain things, especially if they're small items, right? So if you put it in the small pouch, you're like, oh wait, it's not the small pouch, it's in the big pouch. Oh wait, it's not the big pouch, it's in the small pouch. So you are searching for the stuff. I don't know whether that's like a problem, but I'm just wondering whether it happens. The other thing that I do think about for this bag is whether it flaps. When you're walking around, does it like flap around? Because you only see it, I've only seen it in pictures, and they're like, people are not moving, and it looks kind of like, in place. But I don't want to be walking and just like everything's just like moving together, like the pouch is moving, the second pouch is moving, and everything's just like I'm just wondering whether that's a possibility. Whether or not it's a trendy bag, I don't really bother with that. So what if influencers got given the bag and it's shoved in your face and all of that? Whatever, it's their work, okay? It's their work. It's their job to show the stuff to us, and good on them, They're really lucky to be at that level, to be recognized by LV to get the bag. And so what? Okay, they didn't say that they bought it, unless they're lying. Okay, unless they are lying and say that they bought it but they didn't actually buy it, then that's not right. Okay, that is just straight out false advertising, and I don't think that's right. But I don't think any of them have said that. Most of them just put ad, and so what? Okay, whatever. When you're flipping magazines and all these actors and actresses like wearing something that obviously they've only worn for that shoot, it's the same thing. So we shouldn't be getting all like, it's an influencer bag. It's the same as advertising. So the last 2 bags are from Chanel, and the first is the Chanel vanity case. I have been eyeing the vanity case for the past maybe 4 months. I don't know, it's grown on me. The first time I looked at it like years ago, I didn't like it, that lunchbox, because I did think it will be a bit of a hassle to open and close, and I still have that as a concern, whether the zip is a little bit difficult to open. But ever since I started to hunt for my LV Valise baby bag, this has also popped up into my radar because they are kind of similar. They're like this luggage looking bag or like a lunchbox bag. I really like it, okay? I don't think it will be something that I will purchase in the near future because, I don't know, it is a little bit boxy and I don't know if it looks a bit odd on me. So that's another concern that I have. But anyway, the main two concerns that I have about this bag, please correct me if you have this bag. Number one is the zip. Whether it's quite inconvenient to open and close. If it is, that's okay. If you leave it open, can you still get your hand in and grab the stuff? Because I know it has a partition. So just like, you know, if you leave the zip open a little bit, can your hand go in? Like, can you find your stuff? I don't know whether that will spoil the bag, because if you're really in a rush, leaving the zip a little bit open, especially if you're in a safe area, it's pretty okay. I am wondering whether that's a possibility. The other thing that I do wonder is, does the bag, when you carry it maybe on your shoulder, does it tilt? Okay, the Valisette bag, because the clips are on the side, the bag, tilts a little bit as you walk. It kind of like sways like a swing. I don't know whether this bag sways as a swing. I just wonder whether it would. And yeah, that's another thing that I do think about for the vanity case. And the final bag is the Chanel 19 bag. Another trendy bag, I know. I really love this bag. I love the squishy lookingness of this bag. I love the big quilts. I love goat skin, and I actually love the medium size. The reason that I have not bought this bag, well, besides the price, is because the strap for the medium is a little bit too long for me. It is only nice worn crossbody, but if you wear it just on the shoulder, it falls a little too long. So I am kind of hoping that Chanel may shorten the strap in the near future. It just needs like a little bit, like maybe 2 inches shorter. It will make a whole lot of difference on that bag. It is made for people who are like super tall, okay? But I'm not super tall. I'm only 5'4", so that bag just does not look good. Alright, just doesn't look good when I wear it on my shoulder. Even crossbody, it could be a little bit higher. You know what I mean? So Chanel, if you're watching, if anybody from Chanel is watching, obviously not, please make it a little bit shorter. The first and most important concern is structure. It is such a squishy bag. It's a pretty big bag. If you get it in the large or anything from the medium to large, it is really big. How would it look like in a while? I haven't seen anybody carrying it, on the streets yet. I really don't know whether it would look good after a while. Like, I know it's supposed to have that crumpled look, but will it look just like mashed up? I don't know. For that price, I don't really want my bag to look just 20 years old. For that price, I want it to look a little aged, but not aged. You know what I mean? When I saw that bag in that video that I did about shopping in Chanel, when I saw that bag, a brand new bag, like out fresh from the box, it looked worn. It looked like it has lost a bit of structure on the side. It didn't look like it was made utterly well. So that's a big no, because you're paying such a premium price. Second thing that I wonder about this bag is where the strap is attached to the top flap. Unlike the classic flaps, the strap goes into the bag through 2 rivets, like 2 open rivets, and there's metal, and it's like kind of like a little bit hardier. This is not. This strap is kind of like sewn on top of the flap, and it's sewn on top of another piece of leather. I don't know if I can find pictures. Of course, if I do, I'll put it. But the way it's sewn, I wonder whether it would, pull that part of the bag and just make it just, be stretched out exactly at the point of tension, right at that spot, because it's just sewn right there. I wonder. And there has that top handle which is also sewn as part of it. It's kind of like this kind of shape. I don't know, unless you really fill up your bag with bars of gold, it will probably make the bag sag and tear at that spot. But if you don't overfill your bag and you put decently weighted things inside, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, it's something that I do think about. So those are my picks for bags that I am unsure about, thinking about, and would love to hear your thoughts about. If any of you have these bags, please let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts about these bags? And I think a lot of us out there are also kind of interested in some of these bags, so it'll be good for everybody to read your thoughts, especially if you have the bag, if you've been using it for a while, you know, like say, oh my gosh, it's the best bag ever. I mean, all of us who are thinking about it might be like, you are my influencer. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, ring the bell if you haven't ring the bell, and yeah, till my next video, you guys take care and I will see you then. Bye.